For the first time this season, Friday Night Football brings us to Princess Auto Stadium in Winnipeg for a hot and steamy matchup between the Blue Bombers and the Argos. Toronto rolls in here fresh off a Stampede Bowl beatdown at the hands of Calgary. Winnipeg squeaks out a victory in the Hammer, much needed victory, but they lose Zach Collaros in the process, which means they turn the keys over tonight here to Drew Brown.
Yeah, full circle moment for Drew Brown. This is where it began for him. Only had 3 starts as a Bomber, won 2 of them all on the road, but put up some big numbers. That's why he got the big contract in Ottawa, and now he's back with Winnipeg and gets the start tonight. Chad, speaking of numbers, Chad Kelly is on a record-breaking pace, averaging 371 yards per game this season so far.
2-2 starts for Mike Miller, coming off that 22-point loss, though, in Calgary last week. They'll be looking to get things back on track, need to find their game defensively. Mike O'Shea, can't believe I'm even saying this, but they're 0-2 at home after going 7-2 at home last year. Winnipeg won the coin toss, said we want the football, so they are going to get it. They split the season series last year between these two clubs, and Vavel will wait to return this. We've got a Vavel-Janarian Grant matchup tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Somebody get ready for $1 million on Friday Night Football. Could certainly be in the cards, especially if Vavel can do something with this kick right here. Both of these teams come in at 2-2. Winnipeg off of a win, Toronto off of a loss, and we are underway on Friday Night Football in the Peg. And this will drop into the hands of Vavel, takes it at about the 12 near sideline. And he picks his way ahead, just shy of the 35, and there he is back in Bombers blue. Drew Brown getting the start, his first actually here at home with Winnipeg.
First start here at home, but 2-1 as a Bomber, and then got the contract with the Ottawa Red Blacks. Big year in his first year as a starter there. And then when Ryan Dinwiddie became the head coach, he went in a different direction. Trade was made, and just in time really for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers to get Drew Brown back here basically the week before Zach Collaros went down.
Starts on his own 35, gets it away quickly. Ontario Wilson has the first catch of the game. That'll get him up to the 40. So Drew is playing because this happened in Hamilton last week.
Yeah, just a tough day for both starting quarterbacks, and our thoughts go out to Bo Levi Mitchell, who's come out of surgery, high spirits. Collaros also went down. You saw from that hit, it's a neck injury for him, not a head injury. I guess that's some good news on the 1-game injured list, and he will help his former teammate in Drew Brown tonight.
Second down, they'll hand it off. Brady Oliveira pushing ahead, and it looks like he's going to be stopped about half a yard shy of a first down. So big opportunity here for Drew Brown. It's got to help getting this opportunity in a place that you're familiar with.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you take a look at his career numbers. He's 12-14-1 as a starter. Again, 2-1 here as a Bomber starter. Almost 8,000 yards passing. And the 300-yard games, I think that's why he got the big contract. 2 of his 3 starts for Winnipeg, he was over 300.
Bryce Perkins in short yardage, trying to push it ahead, and it's the second effort that gets it done there. Looked like that initial push might come up short, but Perkins finds a path through, and it's a first down for the Bombers.
More set of downs, especially early in the game, will help Drew Brown settle in. I heard Milt Stegall talk about his connection with Nick Dembski. One of the top receivers in this Bomber lineup. It's going to be a guy I'm sure that Drew Brown will lean on as this game goes on, especially early.
Zach was firing just under 72% here early in the season. Another quick hitter, this one back into the hands of Ontario Wilson, and that'll go for about 9 yards on the play.
You got to believe he's highly motivated too. I mean, he comes out of training camp. Well, he goes into training camp in Ottawa as the guy with the Red Blacks. Comes out of camp as the number 2 behind Jake Maier. And hey, all the credit to Jake Maier for winning the job there. But Ryan Dinwiddie made that decision. The trade was made. And Drew Brown back in Winnipeg. Highly motivated.
Perkins back in again, pushing it ahead, and once again, great second effort, and it gets the job done, and it'll be a first down for Winnipeg. He's obviously got big shoes to fill as well, Perkins, replacing Strebler, who's been pretty good the last couple of years in that short yardage situation.
Yeah, it was so important now in the league, that third down. This was second, so he had another crack if he didn't get it here, but so important now. In fact, a lot of teams are killing the clock with their short yardage quarterback.
Saw Tommy Stevens do that last week for the Riders. First and 10 from the 53 of Toronto. Brown, deep drop, pressure coming, gets it away down the field, wide open at the 30. It's Wilson again. Pokey Wilson cuts it in, stays on his feet, down to the 5. Ball is out. Toronto's on it. Oh, what a turnover for the Argos defense. Wilson was thinking touchdown. Argos were thinking turnover. And Toronto comes up with it. What a swing early in this game. Ball batted out by Benji Franklin.
Benji Franklin is the guy who creates the turnover. He adds that to his stat line. There's Wilson right here. He's going to be patient on this route. It's well run against the safety, and Bolden, who turns right when he shouldn't to go to the deep outside receiver. Wilson is open underneath as he sits down, but then here comes Benji Franklin. That's called a forced fumble, and the Argos take over.
Just punches that ball out. He adds a forced fumble to his 18 tackles, interception, and a couple of knockdowns this year. Now they're going to start it on the ground. A little bit of room to run for Hicks. He's going to take it to the 20, the 30, tracked down from behind. But a great start to the game for the rookie running back, Sam Hicks.
Yeah, when you look at the list, he's limping off. We'll see if he's okay after this. When you're looking at the list of, you know, the top 5, top 8 running backs in the league, he's well down there, but you have to keep in mind that, even followed our camera a little bit, but you have to keep in mind that he hasn't had nearly the touches as guys like Grady Oliveira in the top of that list.
Yeah, Hicks averaging just over 6 yards per carry coming into this game. Kelly under pressure, escapes, pushes it ahead, and he was running for his life there with Willie Jefferson hot on his tail.
So Chad Kelly is 22-6 as a starter in the CFL. He's only played against Winnipeg once. He's 1-0 in his career. But, you know, I think Lapo talked about it in the pregame show on our panel about how much he loves the deep ball. He leads all quarterbacks this year so far in deep ball throws over 30 yards with 12.
That loss against Calgary is just his second loss against a team from the West in his career. Now he'll go over the middle. Ungerer wanted a flag. Looked like he sort of ran over Evan Holm, and it falls incomplete.
This is what we used to call in the old DB room when the DB runs the route for you. Because Evan Holm is going to run the route for him. There's Holm playing in the deep. He's going to pick up. It becomes man in this zone look, but it becomes man as soon as the player enters your zone. As soon as Ungerer goes in your zone, it's man, and he run the route there.
Haggerty averaging 53 yards per kick. That's this one down the field. Vava will take it. And Drew Brown will have the ball when we return to Winnipeg on Friday Night Football.
The Red Blacks did find a trade that worked out to bring him back to Winnipeg. Brown says he just wants to move on to the next chapter. He wants to put that behind him and really focus on his time as a Bomber. He says the relationships that he was able to make early on in his career is something that really, really attracted him to want to come back here. He says now that he's back, it's like no time has left. He's really enjoyed getting that familiarity going with some of the guys he used to play with. And so far, so good here tonight, guys.
Trade worked out well for Ottawa, too. They got a first-round pick and a conditional second in return for Drew and a second of their own. Now he'll get it away again. That one batted down by McFadden. Let's take a look at the offense that Drew Brown's working with here.
Yeah, I'm looking at a matchup up front with the 24-year-old center and Tyler Ellsbury to see how he does tonight against Ralph Hawley at that interior defensive line spot. And that's the familiarity you're talking about with old teammates, and Nick Dembski leads that list because good connection and good chemistry back when Drew Brown was a Winnipeg Blue Bomber with Dembski. Won't take long to get that chemistry back.
That was the first incompletion of the game. Brown has started 3 of 3 for 36 yards. Now he's looking for Dembski, and Dembski tried to go back to it. Franklin had a good look at it, but he could not haul it in. What a start to the game that would have been for Benji Franklin.
Yeah, and that was a good move by Nick Dembski to come back between the two of them, because Benji Franklin had the short, flat zone, and then he dropped underneath this because he didn't have a threat in front of him. No Bomber receiver out there, so he could drop underneath that deep out. Almost had himself a pick.
Janarian Grant, 4 years a Bomber. He awaits this kick. And he'll secure it at the 10-yard line. Back to just outside the 25. Heck of a starting play for the Argos. 2-2 so far, but look at the numbers that he's putting up.
Well, you look at the yards, he's on pace. I know it's early and a smaller sample size so far, but he is on pace to break Doug Flutie's record of over 6,000 yards passing in a season. He also, though, I will add, leads the league in interceptions, and that's what Mike Miller wants him to clean up.
Well, and his team has allowed the most points against so far as well. Let's take a look at this Toronto starting offense.
Yeah, up front they're going to put Peter Nicastro back at center because Dakota Shepley is back at guard. So that's basically the way they started, with Randolph at tackle, but Kemp's going to play there. And there's Kevin Meatall, a guy that a lot of coaches right now are comparing to Nick Dembski, a slightly bigger version of Nick Dembski.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
Hicks is back into the game, so he's okay after getting banged up in the first possession. Far sideline, he finds Coxie. Major Williams right on him to push him out of bounds. And that'll be a few yards shy of a first down.
Coxie's going to run that out. And Chad Kelly's going to need a little bit of time for this to develop. You see goes back to the curl and then back right to the sideline. Coming back to the football, make sure he gets some distance between he and the defender. Major Williams out there on that corner. Don't be surprised to see him get tested.
Babel at the 22. Little bit of room. Breaks one tackle, stays on his feet, gets a little extra. And that return will end up just outside the 45. Strength, skill, and stamina. It's going to take it all to win it all on a new season of the Amazing Race Canada. All new Tuesdays on CTV. Stream the next day on Crave. It's a warm one tonight here in Winnipeg. Kickoff, 28 degrees, feels like 34. Clear skies, beautiful night, not much of a breeze going either way here at Princess Auto Stadium. 1st and 10 for Brown on the 46. Hands it off to Brady Oliveira. Cuts it back, pushes it ahead. There's a flag on the play that came out in the secondary after a gain of about 8 yards for Brady. This looks like it is against Winnipeg.
Holding. Winnipeg, number 81. 10-yard penalty. Will replay first down.
Joey Kokorin, the guilty party here.
Yeah, usually it's very seldom you see a holding call on a run play from the offensive line, but there was the grab there in the process.
That'll back things up for a 1st and 20 for Brownhill. 4 receivers to the wide side of the field. Looks the other way, hit as he throws. He got popped, finds Wilson, breaks a tackle, gets back the penalty yardage and a whole lot more. And this will be second and very manageable. And what a start to this game for Pokey Wilson.
Yeah, Pokey Wilson gets a one-on-one look. He's the only receiver into the boundary on this play, so he's going to go one-on-one on the corner, and McFadden comes back to the football. But I liked what he did at the end of the route and after he finished this play to cover it up with both hands. Benji Franklin got him with the strip on that play right down inside the 5. He's learned from that and moved on.
For the 3rd time tonight, Perkins back into the game, looking to pick up a first down. Just 2nd and 1. And And he lunges into the pile. Should be enough. Let's take a look at this Toronto defense.
Yeah, up front, that's a matchup. We'll see this offensive line against Ralph Hawley. 8 sacks last year with the Argos, and Hawley a force in the middle. One change in a linebacking core. Cameron Judge is out, playmaker, and Owen Goss will play in that spot out of Arizona. And then in the secondary, Ethan John starts at free safety. We may see a bunch of Bubba Bolden in that spot as well. And Benji Franklin loves to create those turnovers, already has one tonight.
Judge, a big loss for a defense that's been struggling to start the season. Now they'll give it to Brady, pushing it ahead. No flags this time. And he's got about 8.5 yards on that carry right up the middle.
Hey, you got to control the middle of the defensive line up front. That's the key to a good running game. And Brady Oliveira loves to press the line of scrimmage while he lets those blocks get set up, and then he picks his hole. This will really help Drew Brown if they can get the run game going with Brady Oliveira.
This is about second, and I'd say 1.5 yards. So Brown will remain in there in the shotgun. Just flips it ahead to Pokey. Wilson cuts it in at the 40, all the way down to the 30. And now a bit of a scramble just inside the 30. The officials are going to slide over here, but it will remain Winnipeg ball.
Well, a couple of successful running plays to Brady Oliveira up the middle. That's Brady Oliveira there. Then why not just get the defense thinking that way and bring Pokey Wilson on that little underneath throw. This will be a forward pass. It'll go down in the record book as that, or excuse me, in the stats sheet as that.
Technically the record book.
Yeah, it's not a record.
A record book is
record.
Just expanded stat sheets.
That's right.
Wilson's already at 100 yards.
Time count violation. Winnipeg number 4. 5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
Ask Michael O'Shea about the new 35-second clock in our Zooms.
Correction, first down.
And basically he said, yeah, you know what? I think every single team has got at least one time count as we slowly get used to this.
Figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, but thinks it's going very smoothly and keeping sort of a consistency to it.
So 5 yards tagged on. Here's the 1st and 15. 4 receivers out to the left for Brown. Looks to the right, throws to the right, times it perfectly. Found a man. It's White towards the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, Winnipeg. Tim White's 3rd of the year. The Bombers and Brown on the board early.
Drew Brown looks pretty good in this first quarter. His first reps in a live game basically in the regular season this year. And you're wondering when they were going to get Tim White going in the deep ball. Did not have a play coming into this game over 30 yards. That's a big one.
Castile for one more, 7-0. Winnipeg leads. There's a flag on the play. Tim White, consistently 6 or 7 touchdowns over and over and over again in Hamilton. And he's off to a great start here in his Bombers career as well. That is his 3rd, his 20th catch of the season. Caps off a 7-play, 64-yard drive that took just over 3.5 minutes. But how's this for a start for Drew Brown? 135 yards already in the first quarter. And that touchdown into the hands of Tim White. 3 here with the Bombers.
I know my partner loves to call these.
I do love it.
So Tim White is right about that. We love to see offensive scoring, and the timing on the throw from Drew Brown outstanding as the Argos dropped into a zone look, and his timing on that throw absolutely perfect.
Brown is 6 of 8 for 135 and a touchdown here early in this one. Grant will take it at his 5. trying to kick it to the outside. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down, pushed out of bounds by Michael Ayers.
So Tim White's into the boundary here, and he's going to find a little soft spot in the zone. The Argos are going to drop into basically a 3-deep zone, and there's 2 underneath players for the Argos. Stop it there. That timing on that throw to get it in between those 2 droppers in the curl and the hook zones. Perfect timing on the throw to give Tim White a chance. Get the ball in his hand, split that tackle, and head to the end zone.
There you go. Chad Kelly, 6 yards passing. Drew Brown, 135. As expected here on Friday Night Football. Kelly bouncing around the pocket, gets it away. First down, a little bit more as well as he gets into the hands of Mittal for the first time tonight.
When Chad Kelly starts to climb the pocket, goes on those off-schedule type plays like this one, eyes are always downfield, and he's looking for a good chunk play. Kevin Mittal sits. That's his original route, and now it's scramble rules. Scramble rules are, if you're close to the line of scrimmage, just cut across the field and try to create a target for your quarterback.
First down from the 33. Mittal again, and he'll push it ahead on the ground for a first down against this Winnipeg Blue Bombers defense.
4 sacks already for Jake Serezna. Felt terrible about the hit on Bo Levi Mitchell. For the record, clean hit, just unlucky. Jake Serezna with 4 quarterback sacks. Great start to the season for Tony Jones. He leads the team in defensive tackles, but he has been a leader in that group. And I'm wondering if Major Williams is tested. He's got 5 knockdowns and he played well. He's also got an interception. But I'd test him if I was Chad Kelly.
Kelly over the middle again. This time he finds Unger. Tackle made by Nichols, but that ball flips on to the Winnipeg side of the field.
Unger goes on that side of the field to Major Williams, but it is a zone look from Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Not his man on that dig route.
Fresh set of downs from the 50. Kelly wants to throw again. Ball is out. Bombers are on it. They've got it. Turnovers. An issue for Kelly again. Tony Jones says thank you very much.
Reddick Ramsey's going to make the play. He's coming on a blitz or a stunt and added into the rush. Cramdy's coming from off the line of scrimmage, so he's not really counted up front. Here he comes, number 6. He's not blocked, and then he just stays with it. Doesn't jump when Chad Kelly pump fakes him. He stays on his feet, moves slowly forward, and then slaps it out of his hands.
Excellent field position for Brown and the Bombers. This drive will start on the Toronto 52. Wilson and White, the only receivers with catches so far. Now they'll get it out to Wilson again. A little bit of a screen for the receiver, and he'll take it down inside the 50. Let's give you another look at the turnover.
Reddick Ramsey moved to the safety, started his career on the teams, made his way to that dime spot, but the key was he didn't just sell out on the dive to try and knock down that ball when Chad Kelly tried to pump fake on him.
Which is what you see so often, right?
Absolutely. It's instinct. You're coming off the edge. You got a chance to knock the ball down if he's trying to throw hot right through you. Good discipline.
2nd and 6 here. Argos send 5. And that one is batted down in the direction of Dembski. Darius Pickett stepped inside and made the play.
There's your dime there. There's Dembski. Trips to the wide side of the field, and I thought Pickett had this one. He played this downhill, came out of a cannon. Now he did make some contact, and it looks like there will be a challenge here.
Well, was it early?
Was that contact a little early? Yeah. I mean, he was coming underneath to try and make that play on the ball. I thought he was going to. He was so quick out of his break.
Winnipeg is challenging the previous play for defensive pass interference. The play will be reviewed.
The crowd was all over it the moment that pass was broken up. And then O'Shea immediately looking up to the big screen to get another look at it. Let's give you another look at it right now.
Yeah, we'll give you as many looks as we have to see if this contact was early.
Nick was looking for the flag.
Well, I don't think there's any question he was a little bit before the ball arrived. And when you slow it down, you see. I think the follow through to pull Nick and Dembski and twist him to the ground is really irrelevant of it. It's whether it's that hit in the back before the ball arrives.
The chest to the back.
Exactly.
The ball was about half a yard away still.
Now the question is, was it catchable to Dembski? And let's take another look. And if you look at it in real speed, this is a little slow motion again. So, and Pickett has a right to the football too. He just can't go through Dembski to get there, and that's what we're looking at now. So when you see it bang bang, it's a lot closer than you look at it in slow motion.
If Pickett doesn't run through him, does Dembski get back to that football? That could be something that they're looking at. It's going to be an interesting ruling
it took
here.
a while, yeah.
Let's send it down the field.
Upon review by the replay center, the ruling on the field stands. Winnipeg is charged a timeout, and they're out of challenge.
Princess Auto Stadium, safe to say, does not approve. Looked like he was early, so they must have looked at, was the ball catchable?
And with Pickett having a right to the football, they ruled that he didn't go through Dembski to get it. He was cutting underneath, and the shoulder pads just hit on the way through.
Instead, we get a 56-yard attempt from Sergio Castillo. That is up, and with Grant lurking in the end zone, it is through. Winnipeg 10, Toronto nothing, and a good start for a Winnipeg team desperate for a win at home after starting the year 0-2. They lead the Argos 10-0. Drew Brown looks pretty good so far. Couldn't ask for a better start here for the Blue Bombers. They have a 10-0 lead over the high-scoring Argos here at home in Winnipeg. 139 passing yards, not for Zach Collaros, but for Drew Brown getting his first start here for the Bombers.
Has looked very sharp in this first game. First real live reps in the regular season for Drew Brown this year. And you wonder about timing. You know, and I think about that throw and catch for the touchdown and the timing on the throw. If it's a little bit off, that's an interception. He threw it in between two defenders, and Pokey Wilson took it to the house. But you wonder about the timing in those first reps back. He's been bang on in that first quarter.
Toronto this season 0-2 when trailing after the first quarter. They'll look to change that. Lots of time in this one, especially for a quick strike offense like the Argos have at least showed us so far this year. Have to remember, they are going up against an excellent defense here with the Bombers. Now a deep shot. Kelly, too much juice on that one. Looking for Common, and it falls incomplete.
Tyler Common on a corner route, and this is what he loves to do. Chad Kelly, whether he's behind, ahead in the game or not, is going to try and get the chunk plays. He's going to try and throw the ball deep. That's up against one of the best halfbacks in the league in Evan Holm, and he was in very good position. Had to be a perfect throw out in front of Common, or else it's intercepted.
Bombers defense allowing just over 25 points per game. That's second best in the league. And they only allow 258 yards passing, which is best in the league. Kelly just 37 through the air so far. Under pressure again, on the run, to his right, gets it away. As he's taken down by Jones, it falls incomplete, 3rd and 10, and they'll punt it away again.
With the look that the Bombers are giving Chad Kelly, he's not sure if Jones is going to blitz or who might come. Remember Reddick Cramdy on that blitz that caused the turnover? This time it is Tony Jones. He's going to come up to the line of scrimmage and then make sure he has secondary contained. It was only 4-man pressure, but they don't want to let Chad Kelly outside of that containment.
Short kick by Haggerty that goes out of bounds and draws a flag.
When you have
like another chance of that.
Yeah, well, when you have a returner
Illegal kick
like
out of
Vavel,
bounds. Toronto Bird 29, 10 yards.
returners like Vavel, returners like Janari and Grant, two guys in this game. By the way, a big reason, and I'm stealing this from Dave Dickinson, the head coach of the Calgary Stampeders, who said it in a post-game interview. One of the reasons scoring is through the roof this year is because of the field position created by great returners. And what it does to you as well as a punter, it starts to get you a little paranoid, and all of a sudden you start kicking it out of bounds, and that's good field position for the offense too. So without touching the ball, Vavel made an impact on that play.
Pokey Wilson's been targeted 7 times already in this game. 1st and 10 on the 44. Brown drops back again. He's under pressure. Gets it away. Coming back to the ball was Dembski. Pops right back up. They're going to say that he's down. And that is a veteran receiver coming back to the football.
Well, he had to scoop that off the top of his shoes there. Drew Brown steps up in the pocket. Little play action fake to Brady Oliveira. And that's a tough throw to make. Try to escape to your left, throw it against the flow, and look at that concentration and catch from Dembski. Hands underneath, secures the ball.
Brown rolling to his right. Didn't like what he saw, and he just has to eventually throw it away with pressure from Kongbo right in his face.
And therein lies a key to this decision with Drew Brown.
Intentional grounding. Winnipeg number 4. Loss of down. 3rd.
Looked like that crossed the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 51-yard line.
Yes, Twix, left.
There's definitely receivers there. Was he at a...
They're going to say cross before the line of scrimmage. I think from our angle, it looked like it got past the line of scrimmage, but it looked like it was before the line of scrimmage.
But there were 2 receivers close.
Yeah. Get it away. And that one down to the 45 in the hands of Tommy Neild, and that'll bring Castillo out for another long field goal attempt. Drew Brown, I will say this, looks pretty comfortable in this offense.
Oh,
And he looks like he's operating it very smoothly so far.
absolutely should. And he has some familiarity with the offensive coordinator, Tommy Condell.
Castillo from 53. That one is up, and it is good as well. Couple of deep shots from Castillo. If you got him in fantasy this week, you're loving those 50-yard bombs. Vital, big piece of what this season.
Let's go back to the 24 Grey Cup. These two teams battling out in Vancouver. This was kind of the breakout moment for Kevin Vital. He had that touchdown in the cup from Nick Arbuckle, and you watch all the DBs try to tackle him. That's what I think separates him from a lot of receivers, almost tight end like. They kind of go low and try to protect themselves when they try to tackle him. Mike Miller said, don't fall asleep on him deep.
Maybe he's the spark for this Toronto offense. This time they'll dump it off to their running back, Sam Hicks.
Well, they've got a great receiving core across the board. I mean, Kevin Vital we talked about, but you take a look at Polk and Coxie and Unger. I mean, this is a group that is on pace for 1,000 yards, all 5 of them.
Never been done. Over the middle, Ungerer, first down, Toronto.
And the guy who's on pace for over 6,000 yards passing and needs to get that offense in gear, down 13. And and stop turning the ball over.
8 interceptions. The only thing really holding this Argos offense back so far this year. Now a deep shot down the field. Has Polk wide open. Polk has it in the 10. Trying to stay on his feet. He's taken down just inside the 5. But there's that deep shot that we've been waiting for from Chad Kelly.
They can score quick. They can get the ball down the field quick. It's nothing fancy from this. It's just a straight go route from Mackay Polk. But as soon as Chad Kelly sees a deep defender move forward, he's chucking it deep.
Touchdown saving tackle from the speedy Major Williams. At least for now.
Dedrick Nichols wants that one back.
First and goal from the Winnipeg 3. They'll hand it off, up the middle, pushing it towards the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. Sam Hicks has his second of the year, and the Argos offense has some life.
Hicks was banged up. Good to see him back and healthy again. He had to drive that extra yard to get there. Big play made by Polk, though, on the deep ball. I could see Dedrick Nichols walking back to the huddle after that, just cursing himself.
Nichols doesn't usually have guys like that get that far in behind him.
Just a little shake. Nothing real fancy from Polk on the route, but it's a little shake when you get up there and that far down the field. All it takes, as soon as Chad Kelly sees a DB moving forward, when he has deep responsibility, he knows one of his guys is getting him behind.
4 plays, 70 yards in just a minute and 42 seconds. Finished off by the rookie running back, Sam Hicks. 13-7.
From the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and Dedrick Nichols is the outside third player. His deep responsibility is important. Chad, as soon as he sees them, deep responsibility DB move forward, he knows he's got a go route with Polk, and that's the ball he's going to throw. And that's why Dedrick Nichols went back to that huddle, just shaking his head going, "Ah, can't believe I did that."
One step in the wrong direction.
That's all it takes.
And you're toast.
It's all it takes. If you're the deep guys, you got to stay in that back pedal and then turn and run with any deep route.
Babel from just inside his own 10. Couple of blocks set up. Goes for him. Here he goes. Babel to the 50. Down to the 55. Stiff arm and taken down. Just inside the Toronto 50. An immediate response from Trey Babel.
Well, we've talked about the great returners in this game and in the league, but this is the other aspect to it, is that it can grab momentum back so quickly. Argos go down, they put 7 on the board, the big play down the field, they grab the momentum, and what does Babel do? Says, no, we're going to be right back to our quarterback in plus territory.
He'll give it to Brady. Oliveira, a bit of a stumble, and he's taken down after a short pickup. D'Arcangelo there on the tackle for Toronto.
And take a look at Brady Oliveira, who is about 138. He has a big game tonight. You need 140. He moves into third place in Bomber history past Willard Reeves. And I start looking at these stats with Oliveira and Nick Dembski moving up the all-time receiver board for the Bombers. You see some pretty cool names on those lists.
It'll be empty this time for Brown. Gets it away. Has Dembski. Dembski wrapped up and taken down. Nice tackle made there by Ethan John. And they'll be just short of a Winnipeg first down.
So Dembski was going to move into 6th. Already has, because he's had over 30 yards here tonight. So he's already moved into 6th all-time. Rick House is the next on that list for Nick Dembski, the all-time Bomber list. Just past Perry Tuttle, by the way.
Moving on up. Perkins back in, 3rd and 1. And another secondary surge gets the job done for Perkins. Done that 4 times already here in the first half tonight.
Off that right side.
Ran into Sluka and just pushed his way through him.
I love how they have Dante Daniels, draft pick out of North Carolina, that is basically a tight end, but is in the receiving core. Line him up in short yardage.
6'6", 272 pounds.
Yeah, man.
You can put him wherever you want. Here's Brown under fire, and he is taken down. Owen Goss has his first sack.
Which one of them are coming? There's 4 on the line of scrimmage. Linebackers, this is all out. This is all out. Not enough to block everybody. Send 7. Only 6 in there to block.
Goss getting the start in place of Cam Judge.
That math doesn't work out for quarterbacks very often, unless they can get it out of their hands quick.
This time Toronto just sends 3. Brown moves it ahead, and diving over the 35-yard line was Tommy Neal.
Back to field goal range. Comfortable field goal range for the Bombers on that play.
Say about 60% of the field is comfortable field goal range for the Bombers with Castillo. I mean, he hasn't been great so far this year. Just under 64% coming into this game. And just 1 for 3 from beyond 50 so far this season, but he's got 2 50-yard bombs already. This one, Castillo chip shot really from 40, just inside the right hash.
Right,
it is straight down the middle. Winnipeg with a lead at home on Friday Night Football, 16-7 here at Princess Auto Stadium. Welcome back to Winnipeg. We've got an injury update. Let's go back down the sidelines to Danielle.
Thanks, Dustin. Janarian Grant was worked on in the medical tent, and when he came out, I did see him working with a trainer and testing out some footwork on the sidelines. He's been doing that now for pretty much the entire second quarter. I have not seen him go on for offense. I have seen him go on once to potentially return a missed field goal. His body language isn't looking good, but I'll definitely keep monitoring to see where things are at and look for an update with the team, guys.
Certainly would be a loss in the return game for the Argos. Little draw here into the hands of the other rookie, Isaiah Smith.
Yeah, you take a look at Janarian Grant's body of work, and it is impressive. And impressive to a point that when he decides to retire, he's going in the hall as a returner.
3rd most kick return touchdowns of all time for Grant. And now he stands and watches his offense go to work on a 2nd and 8. Kelly with some time down the field again. Not this time. That'll fall incomplete. Was looking for Coxie, working against Moxie, and Coxie couldn't find it.
There's Coxie getting a little run at the line of scrimmage, which is legal in the Canadian Football League. You're allowed as a receiver to run towards the line. It must be nice being a receiver on this football team that knows that the quarterback you cannot outrun a throw.
Yeah.
The quarterback will overthrow you, but you can't outrun one.
Vavel just inside the 10, and he's tripped up on a short return. There's Janarian Grant once again, and we had this prepared for you, so let's give it to you now. We're talking about one of the best to ever do it. 8 total kick return touchdowns when he was playing college ball. The Scarlet Knights comes to Winnipeg. 8 total kick return touchdowns, a franchise record. Also a couple of Grey Cups for good measure. Then he takes his talents to Toronto, and now he's got 14 career kick return touchdowns and another Grey Cup championship.
It's crazy. I mean, the best to ever do it was Gizmo Williams, but you know, he's in the conversation of the new era for sure, and right into the hall. And now Trey Vavel, that's your goal.
That is the new standard that's been set.
That's the bar, Mr. Vavel.
Nobody's catching Giz's 31.
No, and had at 28-29 called back.
He was a freak. Still is a freak.
Yeah,
See
and
Giz every once in a while.
I still wake up in a cold sweat sometimes thinking I see his name tag running away from me.
Giz still looks like he could play.
Oh, yeah.
That's the shape that he's in.
Probably still running the stadium steps.
2nd and 3 for Brown. Back to Brady again. Going to be close on this one. Needs the 28 for a first down. And they're going to say this is 3rd down, inches. And Perkins back out once again.
Yeah, a few times they've brought Perkins out in short yardage. This defense in Toronto looking to, especially with Drew Brown playing in his first game this year in the regular season, they go and regroup at halftime.
3rd and inches, didn't need much. Got enough. And Brown will trot back out onto the field here at Princess Auto Stadium.
Greg Quick's group wanted to have a big game, sort of a reset game. They're giving up a lot of yards along the ground and a lot of points.
We've hit 3 minutes here in the opening half on Friday Night Football. Bombers lead 16-7.
Drew Brown's performance so far and the Bombers defense, and we would like to change all of our game picks, correct?
There's still another half.
did.
There's still another half.
Also, the Phil Pop Bowl coming up on Saturday night.
yeah.
We got some MOP candidates. Let's chat about it.
Bunch of flip-floppers.
I was going to say, are you allowed to?
No, you're not. That's not how picks work. You can't just change your pick partway through a game. My goodness. Brown, a lot of time. Now he's on the run. Out to his right. Can he find anything? Quick one to Wilson. Off his hands. Official takes the worst of that. And it falls incomplete.
And Darius Pickett helped with that incompletion. But that was a fastball on the run from Drew Brown. Good protection up front. Said was going to look at the matchup between Kyle Ellsbury and Ralph Hawley. We haven't talked about Hawley getting up into the penetrating the line of scrimmage. See, that fastball was coming in there hot.
Oh, that went through the hands off the helmet.
Yeah.
Argos will send 4, a couple back off. Now they're going to lay it out near side. Dembski perfectly executed. First down, Winnipeg at the 49.
Yeah, this route's all about leverage for Nick Dembski. If he's got it coverage on the inside from a Darius Pickett here, he's going to use that to his advantage and then break to the out. Drew Brown just has to wait that extra second and lets it go.
200-yard first half for Drew Brown. 12 of 16, 208 yards and a touchdown. And he'll work from his own 49, just over 2.5 to play. He'll give it to Brady, bullies his way ahead, right to midfield.
So, with Drew Brown, you know, what has to happen tonight? I mean, he's on pace for about 400. Win or lose, are they in Ottawa right now going, what happened there?
I think Red Black fans who sit there and watch their team be winless,
That's what I'm
at
saying.
this point go, wait a second.
Yeah, I mean,
How'd this guy not win the job when he was the incumbent? Coming in, now different coaching staff. It's going to change things. But
yeah, no question. And again, no disrespect towards Jake Mayer, who won the job, but interesting.
this time they'll pitch it ahead. Wilson's got another first down. Takes it to the Toronto 45 as the Bombers march on here late in the second quarter.
Now, we've seen this set up a couple of times already in this game tonight where Wilson's going to come across here after a couple of successful runs from Brady Oliveira. So Oliveira will stand about 8 yards deep. That's the key to the defense, that he probably gets the ball. And this time they fake it to Oliveira and little underneath toss to Wilson. Seen the identical play a couple of times now.
Fresh set of downs from the Argo 46. Brown. Wilson again, a little bit of a slip. And then he's tracked down from behind by D'Arcangelo. 8th catch of the game. And we're in the first half for Wilson.
Yeah, and they've been isoing him a bit on his own into the short side of the field.
We're going to be snugging left, X-wing, 229, C dash, climb, arc post, backside, X China, all one right.
I didn't get that.
I got it, and I don't get it.
I think it's a running play. 2nd and 3. I was wrong. It's a passing play.
Seabass.
Get it away inside the 30, pushing it ahead. And it's Kokorin. His first catch of the game.
Kokorin is Seabass. That's the
Great
part,
nickname if that's the truth.
yeah, that's the part of the call that I heard. That's the Seabass play. It's like another complete language.
The amount of studying that must go into playing football is incredible.
Well, it really is, especially on the offensive side, but on both sides of the ball. Tommy Condell, though, does have a relationship with Drew Brown.
They've worked together in the past.
Yep.
Out in Ottawa, Brown now patiently decides to take off, gets it away, hit as he does, found Deskin. It's another first down for the Bombers. Brown dancing around back there.
Yeah, and he paid the price, though, for this. He took a big hit because he had to get back to the original line of scrimmage to throw this. I think he went across it, and then he thought, oh, I'm too far, and he backs up right into that hit from behind. Now, he doesn't have the same protection he would have if he was in the pocket from there. But he looked like he was getting close to that line of scrimmage and backed up.
Jeremiah Ojo, first round pick for the Argos, made him pay. But it's a first down from the Argo 12 for Brown. He's got Wilson at the top of your screen. They'll hand it off to Chris Ike. Chris Ike takes it down inside the 10. Benji Franklin with the tackle, and that'll set up 2nd down and manageable here for the Bombers.
It's the details and the little things. Tommy Condell probably saying directly to Drew Brown that you want to milk the clock a little bit. We're in line for points, but don't give Chad Kelly any time before the half ends to go and match a field goal or a touchdown. A little game strategy there from the Bombers.
That is Jonathan Kongbo. 6 tackles, a couple of sacks this year as well. Was a Bomber at one time.
Was with Edmonton as well. Tied for the league with that team in quarterback sacks. Really coming into his own over the last couple of years. Looks like he'll be okay.
Tough to see that piece taken off the field, though.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep him out of the end zone.
For 3 plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Training staff comes out. You're off for 3 plays.
2nd and 7. From the 9, they could still pick up a first down. Clock ticks inside 30 seconds. Bombers trying to finish the half with a bang here. They lead 16-7. Brown looking for more. 4 options out to his wide side right. Looks to his left. Throws to his left. Corner! Wilson! Incomplete! Out of bounds when he hauled it in 3rd and 7.
He makes the catch in the corner of the end zone. Drew Brown with that pre-motion. He got the Argos to declare what they were going to run. Let's see if Wilson's foot was down. No.
So a busy first half for Brown and this man Castillo. He's going to be attempting his 4th field goal of the game. That's the thing you worry about, settling for field goal after field goal after field goal against a Toronto team that can certainly put up points, but Bombers defense has done a great job so far in this game. Well, you think you've got the leg for it. Old Dutch Foods is giving one fan the chance to win $500,000 at this year's CFL West Final. Visit kicktowincontest.ca. That's kicktowincontest.ca to enter.
What's your range, partner?
12 yards.
12. 12 yards. Okay.
I don't know if I'd be comfortable going any deeper.
Is it okay if I'm not the holder on that one?
I think you'd have to be the holder on that one. This is handed off as the clock stops at 6. We'll see what Toronto can do offensively. This was an interesting part of this battle coming in, right? Toronto's offense, 37.5 points per game. Second best in the league. Bombers defense, 25.3 points per game allowed. Second best in the league. And right now, it's the Bombers defense that has been winning this battle. We'll get it to Coxie on the near sideline, and that will do it for the first half. Friday Night Football as Coxie talking trash to the Bombers sideline.
What a start and a first half for Drew Brown, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers starting quarterback for this one, because Zach Clark, if you're just joining us, was not able to play in this one with the neck injury from the Hamilton game a week ago. Drew Brown was traded to the Bombers just prior to that injury, returns to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and had a great first half. The timing was there. Big first half from Wilson, although he did get some of the other receivers like Nick Dembski involved. But what I was impressed with is calm in the huddle. His veteran decisions, a couple times he threw the ball away when he didn't see what he liked. And the timing on his throws against zone defense, outstanding in that first half.
252 yards of the touchdown. He stands by with Danielle.
Thanks, guys. Drew, your first start at Princess Auto Stadium as a Bomber, you said yesterday coming out of the tunnel was something you were looking forward to. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was awesome. I love it here. My family loves it here. The fans are great. You know, just really grateful to be here and to get the support we do.
Of course, you have a little bit of familiarity with some of these guys and Tommy Condell, but now that you're actually into game action, how is it feeling with the offense?
Feels good. You know, I know everyone kind of does certain things different, but at the end of the day, you throw the ball where you think it's supposed to go, and hopefully they catch it.
I love it. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Well, Kate, for the first time in this season, the Bombers enter halftime in the lead, and it's thanks in part to that man, Drew Brown.
Danielle Bain.
Benji, you guys are down heading into this half, but you have been able to force some field goals for them. Is there anything, though, that you're looking to tighten up here?
Just tighten down the explosive plays. We know what they're going to come out and do in the second half, but we just got to stick to our brand of football and run to the football and be physical.
I guess there isn't really any video or film of Drew Brown leading this offense. So what are the challenges when you're going up against a new quarterback that you can't really study ahead of time?
We know what he did in the previous years before, but now it's all about what we can do and just play our brand of football and just make plays.
Thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Second half, ready to roll here at Princess Auto Stadium. Good news for the Argos. Janarian Grant is on the field. Was banged up in the first half. They were looking at him. He's good enough to be out there to return this kick, and they will kick it in his direction. He won't take it, though. He settles in behind Hicks, and Hicks will grab it, and he will take it back to about the 30 on the return. And there's Chad Kelly. From what he's done so far this year, not that of impressive first half.
No, exactly. I mean, when he's averaging 371 yards a game coming in, even the two games that they lost, he had big yards, touchdown throws. I mean, in the one game they lost to Ottawa, he threw 4 picks, but also threw 4 touchdowns. So yeah, those numbers very pedestrian when it comes to what he's done so far this season.
They've scored at least 30 in all of their games. Winnipeg holds them to 7 in the first half. Kelly gets this one away, and that is caught by Common. That's his first catch of the ball game.
We talked to Mike Miller about the interceptions going with a very aggressive play, and he says we talk all the time about managing the different football scenarios on the field. basically managing down and distance, field position, all the elements. And do you force it or do you not force it?
Empty backfield for Kelly this time. Bombers send 5. That is batted down at the line. Tony Jones was there as Kelly, feeling the pressure, tried to get rid of it quickly, and Jones bats it down.
Line of scrimmage is loaded, so Kelly's anticipating that it will be a blitz. It turns out that way. And coming off the edge, that ball is blocked.
Haggerty, a low driving kick. Babel hustles over, grabs it just outside the 20. And now Babel spins it back. And he's wrapped up and tripped up just inside the 30. There's Drew Brown. What a first half. Welcome back to Winnipeg indeed. 16 of 21, 252 yards, and a touchdown.
He throws for 500 yards, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people taking a hydration break in Ottawa.
Looks very like he belongs, I guess you could say, in this Winnipeg offense.
Yeah,
so far
absolutely.
here tonight.
Absolutely.
Helps when you have this guy. They'll give it to Brady Oliveira. Brady just 6 carries in the first half for only 29 yards. You've got a lead here. Maybe we'll see them work in Brady a little bit more. Picked up 3 yards on that one. It'll be a 2nd and 7 for Drew.
When I looked at the receiving core and Drew Brown playing with Nick Dembski when he was a Bomber a few years back, thought he might be the primary, but in that first half it was actually Wilson who did a lot of the heavy lifting. 4th career 100-yard game for Wilson already in the books. It's his 2nd one against the Argos. There he is again. Perfect timing as they'll get it back to Wilson. Sees the contact, pushes way through it, and he's got a first down for Winnipeg. Well, I think this is what Enoch Mwamba at the halftime break was talking about on the panel, that the linebacker play for the Toronto Argonauts and secondary play has got to be better. I mean, this is Pokey Wilson comes back towards the line of scrimmage to get a little bit of separation and gets the first down. Had the linebackers anticipated that crossing route, they make the stop well short of the sticks. Just 2 catches last week for Wilson on only 2 targets, 39 yards. Did have a touchdown last week, but he's been a monster so far here tonight. Back to Brady, pushing it ahead. And if you are just joining us, let's flash it back to the first half. Here's what Wilson was able to accomplish. Well, it started out a little bumpy. He made a big play down the field, but then was stripped by Benji Franklin. And then he said, I'm going to let that go and get to work here. And boy, did he ever. Primary target for Drew Brown. Remember, this is a guy who was the nominee for Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago for the Bombers. 8 for 120 in the first half. 2nd and 5. Brown gets it away. And this time it's Dembski. And that'll be enough for a Winnipeg first down. Kind of a bunch formation. Dempsey's going to just flash outside, sit down with a high halfback playing the deep outside third. That was Deshaun Amos back there. And as soon as he sees that, if Amos is up close to the line of scrimmage, he goes on a go route. Fresh set of downs. Brown dumps it off. Brady, can he break a tackle? He's tripped up and taken down. That's the play. Owen Goss was there. Yeah, that's the play this Argo defense needs to get a little spark. Maybe create another turnover, but if you can't create the turnover, go ahead and make a play like this, because this is Owen Goss, played at Arizona in his college days, replacing Cameron Judge. Cameron Judge is kind of a catalyst for this defense. Knows for the football, great instincts, and Goss is filling his spot here tonight. Had a sack in the first half, too, to Goss. Now Brown, wide open. It's White, puts on the brakes, cuts it back. They'll wrap him up and take him down. It was 2nd and long.
did not get enough to pick up another first down. And Jamison Sheen will have to come in and kick it away. Grant back to return this with Ungerer on the other side. This will hang up end over end. Grant takes it at the 10. Broke one tackle, not the second. And he's taken down just outside the Toronto 25 as Kelly will try to get things going offensively for the Argos when we return to Winnipeg and Friday Night Football on TSN. Argos trail by a dozen. Handing it off to Hicks, and it goes nowhere on the play.
Good first half for this defense. Gave up the one explosion. And Dedrick Nichols, I know he went to his teammates at halftime and said, don't worry about that one. I'll get it back. But other than that, solid effort against a quarterback and an offense that puts up points in a hurry.
Toronto coming into this game had 10 more passes of 30 yards or more than the Bombers did. Total. They only have one so far in this game. And that will be incomplete, looking for Hicks out of the backfield. And a 2 and out. 3rd and 11. And Toronto will be forced to kick it away again.
And that means Trey Vavel gets his hands on the ball again.
Always capable of creating some magic is Vavel.
It was a good conversation with Michael O'Shea this week in our pregame meetings with the head coaches. He talked about decisions on missed field goals, things like that. When you got a guy like Vavel, it changes your thought process. It's not just conventional, sometimes let it go through the end zone and you don't give up a point. He has the potential to break it at any time, so that changes your decision-making process.
4 return touchdowns last year for Vavel. Takes this at the 30. Pretty good coverage downfield. And they stop him just outside the 45.
Yeah, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers list, and these are the real cool names that you see on this list. Rick House is next in his sights, probably sometime after Labor Day. Joe Poplawski, James Murphy up on the wall here in Winnipeg. And, well, you look at the number at the top of that list, 85. No one's catching Milt Stegall. Well, except maybe the cow. But no one else is catching Milt Stegall.
Milt could celebrate slightly too early, and somebody catches him, but not likely.
Nick Dembski would need 10,000-yard seasons to get there.
Here's Brown with time, and he drops it in there nicely to Tim White, who found a soft spot in that defense, and Brown made no mistake.
How about that deep outside throw? That's a tough throw to make from deep in the pocket. Got the wide field, you got a DB just coming downhill after the football, and you just lay it out there to Tim White. Now White helps his quarterback by taking a step back towards the ball, but that's a long, deep throw in Canadian football.
First down from the Toronto 47. Back up the middle, Brady Oliveira pushes it ahead. And he's close to a first down, might be just shy.
Yeah, it looked like to me like the Argos were anticipating this, because even from the secondary, they were closing in on the box, trying to outnumber any sort of run blocking play here. Basically a run blitz, but didn't matter. It didn't matter to the offensive line for the Bombers, who just opened up a gaping hole for Oliveira.
Second and 1. Perkins again. He's been perfect so far tonight. And Winnipeg will continue on here midway through the third quarter, looking to add to their 19-7 lead.
Yeah, and part of the management of the game now, and again, when people hear that, sometimes they think if you're telling a quarterback to manage the game properly, you're telling him to sort of surrender. That's not the case at all. It's about managing where you are on the scoreboard, where you are on the field, when it's time to make those tight window throws, when it's time to maybe throw it away. All those decisions important, and that's why a veteran's behind center right now for Winnipeg.
Just 5 incompletions so far in the game. Pressure here, one-on-one down the field, and that is taken away. Amos got in behind Wilson, and the first blemish of the game for Drew Brown. Will he give the Argos life?
And the first bad decision by Drew Brown to even try this throw where they were on the field.
Interception of the season.
Well, I get that you want to get the ball to Wilson with the first half that he had, and Pokey Wilson's going to be on this long layered crossing post route, but this is a decision that I know Drew Brown would like back. I mean, he is well covered with Amos over the top with a step and a half. Really no chance to get that one in there, and the Bombers were in field goal range at the time.
Drive starts on the 30. Into the hands of Coxie. He's got nowhere to go. They're going to drive him back. Winnipeg's defense is running to the ball tonight.
So Mike Miller now comes out in the second half offensively and throws a little bit of the quick game. Trying to get the quick game, and what that does is it pulls the secondary for the Bombers closer to the line of scrimmage to oversimplify things. But they get closer to the line of scrimmage, whether it's man or zone. Jordan Younger's group goes, okay, if you're going to run those hitches, we're going to get up there and make the tackle so that Chad can go over the top.
They actually lose a yard on the completion to Coxie. Kelly under fire again. Down the field to the 50. That is caught. He found Coxie on the run, and it's a first down for the Argos.
Nice job by Coxie on the scramble rules to find a little hole. If you're a deep route, you come back towards the line of scrimmage. Chad Kelly, again, off schedule, steps up, sees the pressure coming around the edge, and rolling to his left goes across. This is the scramble rules. Okay, so Coxie's got this go route, and then he's coming on the dig, and he sees, okay, I got to find a hole as my quarterback's on the move.
First down of the half for Toronto. Kelly looking to load again. Pressure there, and he's taken down. It started with Willie. Serezna involved as well.
Chad Kelly a little slow to get up, and Willie Jefferson is the guy who's going to provide the early pressure. He's coming off the edge in that familiar two-point, and he is so good with his hands at the line of scrimmage. I don't care if it's an all-star tackle on the offensive line or not. He swats those hands away so well, and by the way, can swat the ball down with those hands.
You do that too. Big second down here right at midfield. Bombers just sent 4. Kelly from the pocket. Near sideline. He's got Coxie again. Puts on the brakes, makes a move, and is wrapped up and thrown down at the 35. Coxie coming up big a couple of times on this drive for his quarterback.
It's a big play by Chad Kelly. He's got second down here after taking that big hit on first down, and he steps into this deep out throw. Shakes off that hit. He was a little slow to get up, but look at him step into that one and put it on the money.
5th catch of the game for Coxie. He's got 67 yards. 1st and 10 from the Bomber 35. Kelly looking down the field. Lays it out. Broken up, incomplete. Trying to find Mittal.
There he is, trips to the field, and Kevin Mittal is going to, again, his scramble. Now, he's got the dig at the intermediate range. He sees Kelly on the move, knows Chad Kelly wants to throw the deep ball if he's scrambling, if he has a choice. But that play made by Jake Kelly over the top.
Great play by Kelly.
Yeah, timed his jump nicely.
He'll do it again, second down. Hauled in. Nichols will make the tackle, but Mackay Polk gets the job done.
Diedrich Nichols is a two-time All-Star. Great player, but this happens. We talked about how good this receiving core is, especially on these type of throws. Inside leverage on Nichols. He's over the top, but he's on the outside shoulder. And Kelly puts it right where Mackay Pope can get it. Diedrich Nichols can't.
First and goal from the Winnipeg 5. Hicks stands next to Kelly. Hicks already has a rushing touchdown here tonight. Kelly wants to throw. Can he find anybody in the end zone? Bouncing around the pocket. Drops it off. Touchdown Toronto as he gets it into the hands of Tyler Common. And that's his 5th touchdown of the season.
Well, whether it's in plus territory or in your own end, when you get a turnover, it's called sudden change. When you get sudden change, your offense comes on the field. They're pumped up. You made the interception. Deshaun Amos got that done for this team. The Argos come out with their offense. That's their best drive of the game by far. And Chad Kelly taking his time, patient, waiting for one of his receivers to open up. And now that field goal, missed opportunity on the interception by Drew Brown, kind of magnifies that decision.
Aralahu knocks it through, and we've got a 5-point game at Princess Auto Stadium. 7 plays, 80 yards in just over 4 minutes. Kelly, Common, touchdown.
Started when Drew Brown in field goal range takes a shot into coverage. Amos makes him pay for that decision, and then Chad Kelly goes to work. Kelly with patience had to step into a couple of those deeper throws on second down. In the first half, the Argos were 2 for 8 on second down conversions. On that drive alone, they were 3 for 3.
League leading 5th receiving touchdown of the season for the rookie out of Emporia State. Kelly Arbuckle buried back in the tablet. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Winnipeg has settled for a lot of field goals in this game. We'll see if they can find a touchdown and a little bit of breathing room. Babel from the 10. Little hesitation trying to open things up. And eventually he just runs out of space just outside the 30. And we'll see how Drew Brown bounces back after really the first negative thing that's happened in this ball game for him.
Yeah, and you know, you can say, make an argument, let's say if you're a Bomber fan, well, hey, with the Wilson first half, why wouldn't he take another shot?
It's a good sign. Creative. Brown 21 of 27, 286, a touchdown, and most recently an INT. He'll hand it off to Brady, and Oliveira pushes it ahead. Short gain right up the middle.
Yeah, the way this game is all of a sudden shifted. Remember the last touchdown the Argos scored was early in the first half, and Vavel came back with a big return to take the momentum right away. This was a big down for Drew Brown. Turn around heading into the fourth quarter. Gets a first down here, settles things down a little bit, and get a drive together. If not, Argos get the ball back.
Well, it silenced the crowd here a little bit.
Absolutely.
In Winnipeg as well since the interception. Dembski coming back again, and he's got this one just outside the 50. 6th catch of the game for Dembski.
Timer, please put 1 second on the clock. 1 second.
Give me 1 second left in this third quarter, and that's a play that gets Dembski isolated on the safety, Ethan John.
Dembski's done that a few times tonight, coming back to the ball, getting down underneath it. Takes Drew Brown over 300 yards.
That's a big throw. That's a big throw and catch. Key moments. 6 plays make the difference. That might be one of them.
Another fresh set of downs and another handoff to Brady on first down. Picks up another first down to Brady Oliveira. That's his best run of the the ball game. And we'll see if Winnipeg activates Brady to seal this away in the fourth quarter. Friday Night Football at Princess Auto Stadium in Winnipeg. Where would you rather be? 19-14. Bombers lead the Argos. Fourth quarter coming up. Welcome back to Winnipeg. Bombers leading 19-14 through three quarters. What jumps off the page for you here?
Well, time of possession, first of all, that does in a big way. However, you know, now with the Argos in striking distance, I still think those two plays that we just saw grab some of the momentum back. I mean, Drew Brown, the throw to Nick Dembski, he gets the one-on-one on the safety, and it's a chance to get a new set of downs, and then Brady rips off another, and now they're 15 yards away from field goal range again and making it an 8-point game. So, you know, it just sometimes one or two key plays, even with a whole quarter to go, can make the difference. I think that Drew Brown throw to Dembski was a biggie.
Brady Oliveira, 60 yards on the ground on 11 attempts. Been an air show for Drew Brown so far. Fourth quarter Friday Night Football underway here from Princess Auto Stadium. Thank you very much for joining us. Should be in for a great finish. Pressure coming. And right away, Brady runs into a wall at Darius Pickett with the initial contact. He's second and long.
Yeah, this was a design blitz, and Drew Brown actually knew it with that early pre-snap, and then he regrouped and still went with the same play. So it's a blitz. If it's a passing play, the Argos just keep on to the quarterback, Drew Brown. If it's a running play, you cancel the gaps and put him in second and long.
They lose a couple of yards. It'll be an empty set here for Brown. 3 to the right, 3 out to the left. Flag as they find Tim White. And he'll get wrapped up and taken down. Looked like the defensive end jumped a little bit early.
Take the penalty, you get down over. The gain might have been a little bit more, but then you're in third down. Combo was nicked.
95.
Went off for 3
Defensive
plays.
outside. Toronto number 95 will move. It is a 5-yard penalty. We'll replay second down.
Yeah, so you take the penalty for sure there and get the down over.
Tom goes a little bit banged up
Yeah.
in the first half. Good to see him back there. He's a big piece of that Argos defense. A defense that, you know, even Toronto's defense, with what they've allowed so far this year, Toronto's defense has had a pretty good night as well.
Yeah, Demetrius Maxey, defensive line coach, getting him fired up front, saying, Drew Brown? Really?
Second and 7. Brown kneeled. First down, Winnipeg. Third catch of the game for Neal. He's caught all of the ones thrown his way.
Our former Grey Cup champion and linebacker on the panel is getting frustrated with these inside throws in an empty set because it's either bubble screen. There's no run threat there for the linebackers and DBs like Pickett to worry about anything at the line of scrimmage. And Drew Brown's not going to run a quarterback draw.
The work from the Toronto 32. Brady wrapped up, taken down. Chatfield right there to make sure he had nowhere to go.
That's another Demetrius Maxey student stepping up. Had a great conversation with Ralph Hawley about Demetrius Maxey and how much he's learned from the former All-Star player.
Make a big difference early in a CFL career for a guy like Hawley. Second and 9. Flags here too. Looked like the Bombers were offside down the field, and there's another flag for pass interference. I think both of these flags involve Dembski.
Well, the Bombers offside comes first. We'll see how they sort this one out.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside. Winnipeg number 10. Defensive pass interference. Toronto number 24. We're going to go up 5 from the previous line of scrimmage, and we'll repeat second down.
So because Dembski was offside and it wasn't close, this wasn't a close call. Dembski was 4 or 5 yards.
You can see that one pretty early.
Yeah, past the line of scrimmage. And he was the intended target. Wanted to get a run at it, but was a little ahead of the count.
So after the 2 flags, they move it ahead 5, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Oliveira. Can he find a little bit of space? Decides to just push through, and he is driven back. And they'll be almost a full 2 yards short here.
Yeah, Mike O'Shea wants to get a good look at how short they are, because
So they'll be using at the Wimbledon final tomorrow. Have you ever been in one of those?
Is that a pickleball? No, that's not a pickleball.
No, it's not a pickleball.
No, I have not.
I have also never been in those, and I don't want the invite.
I have no desire to be inside one of those non-pickleballs.
Kelly, Vital turns, looks upfield, puts the shoulder down, and he's knocked out of bounds after getting close to half of what they need.
Those first 2 games for Kevin Vital.
Monster games.
Monster games. And what that does, though, defensively now, you start to say, okay, this guy's somebody we got a game plan against. And it's been much quieter since.
Only 4 catches in the last 2 games and only 2 more tonight. They'll hand it off. Trying to find some room, but it's not there. Hicks stopped for a loss on the play. And it'll be a quick 2 and out.
A little bit surprised on the play call decision here. I mean, it's an RPO look. So basically, Chad Kelly probably makes the decision on this play whether or not to pull it, take it around the edge.
Play was blown down before that ball was snapped.
The DNA of this Argo offense has been put the ball in the hands of Chad Kelly. Let him sling it around the yard.
Let him cook is what they say.
Let him cook. Put him in the kitchen, let him cook. And on a key 2nd and 4 or 5, they ran the ball. But that was, again, the decision by Chad. He had the decision. He could have pulled it.
Babel.
Whoa!
Bounces off of his leg. Toronto's on it. Oh, no! Babel missed it. Went off his foot. And Kassar comes up with it. And just like that, instant field position for the visitors. Special Teams Player of the Year last season just misses it. Babel after a big mistake.
Yeah, it happens to the best of them and the best in the business. Vavel just takes a peek just before the ball arrives. He's tracking it there, but look where his eyes are. His eyes are here, and the ball has not gone through the hands yet. So he misjudges it there, and to compound things, it hits his leg and bounces right to the cover team and Kassar.
First time tonight that Toronto has started in Winnipeg territory. Tarps off on Friday Night Football. And Kelly with the pressure just threw it over the middle. And it falls incomplete here. The crowd in Winnipeg is going to love that.
Love the call by Jordan Younger. This is what you want to do on sudden change defensively. Now you're deep in your own end. Send the house on first down. If they try to run it, which they're not going to do, because this is on Chad Kelly, then you got a free blitzer off the edge. Lindsey got him dialed up for second and long.
What do you do now?
Get after him again. Now if you do, you're in one-on-ones.
They only sent 4. Kelly gets it away, looking to work the end zone, up for grabs. Incomplete. Holt wants a flag. Not going to get it. Kelly wants it as well.
See if there's a challenge. Coming out of the slot back position. Mackay Pope. Let's take a look at the top of the route. Little bend inside on Evan Holm. He's underneath. Holm turns and tries to play the ball. Has a better shot at it than Pope. I don't think so. I don't see PI there.
Timeout. Winnipeg.
And the Bombers call a timeout right before he kicked that field goal.
But even if this field goal is made, defense wins some sudden change if you hold the team in your own end to a field goal after a fumble.
Argonauts will do it again. Came into the game just under 85% on the year, 11-13. Misses it. Vavel's got it cleanly, and he's going to bring it out.
Coming out
to the 10 with a little bit of room. Vavel to the 30, to the 40. Can he find some blocks? He's got midfield. There goes Vavel. He's done it again. Vroom, vroom, Vavel to the house. Touchdown, Bombers.
In sudden change, and then this is how you let a play go and move on to the next, because Vavel is not going to be caught. He is gone.
See you later. What a swing. You can't script a better redemption story.
His head down after the fumble on the bench. And you know that self-doubt, and he's in his own head. How could I possibly put this game on the line? And his teammate comes over. A couple of words of encouragement is all it takes. Let it go. We're going to need you. Wow. Love to see that. Because it's never about the play that just happened. It's always about the next one. Here's the miss. And you know how determined he would be after that fumble to go, I'm taking this baby back. Just give me a crease. And the blocking on the wall return, outstanding from his teammates. And Trey Vavel is gone.
He only needed a couple of blocks, and he did the rest.
Some bigger guys on the field goal team, too. Last year's outstanding special teams player bounces back from adversity and makes it happen.
He took 4 back for touchdowns last year. We mentioned he didn't have one yet tonight. Then the rare miscue that leads to the turnover. The missed field goal ends up right back in the hands of Vavel, and he goes the distance. He took that right near the back of the end zone. All the way out, all the way home. Winnipeg now in full control. Up by 15. Can Grant find an answer? If anybody can, it would be him. Janarian Grant, far sideline. Trying to get around the edge. He's wrapped up and taken down by Evan Holm. And a flag on the play.
We'll sort out the flag, but one more point in that sequence of the fumble, the stop on defense, and then the attempted field goal by Haralahu, who was made, but before it was made, Coach O'Shea called a timeout. Made him do it again, and he missed the second time. Now, I'm not sure if that was a personnel issue.
I was
There
wondering.
is no infraction on the play.
I'm glad you brought it up because they have too many men on the field, and he called a timeout.
To make sure. It might have been that. I didn't count them as they were sorting it out. Didn't look like a guy ran to the sideline, but there was some movement afterwards.
It was a weird time for a timeout.
It was.
Yeah.
But he saw something.
It's a 129-yard return for Babel. Bombers defense didn't look ready here. Kelly though hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Looking for Ungerer on the near sideline.
Didn't see anyone run off, so I think there were 12 on the field, but that just crushes you if you're Mike Kelly and Chad Kelly and Mike Miller. Trying to let that go, get back out there and see if you can quiet this crowd a little bit, because they're involved now.
It was quiet early in the quarter.
They're going now.
Not anymore. Second and 10. 4 options out to the wide side of the field for Kelly. Looks over the middle. Taken down. Got the ball away, but the pressure was there. He wanted a face mask. Not sure if there was one. We'll get another look.
Coach Miller's he's got the challenge flag in his hand, little inside spin move. I think he got shoulder pad.
David Reese came flying in, got a hand on the shoulder, took him down.
Really nice move at the line of scrimmage too.
Quick review by the replay center. Roughing the passer, Winnipeg.
Whoa.
It's going to be 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Okay, so it's an automatic review on the quarterback, and the only thing that it could be, because it looked like it was his shoulder pad, that right shoulder pad that Reese gets, it could be a horse collar.
Well, that's the only thing it could be.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was, because he's on the inside of the pads, pulls him down backwards, and even if you go down forward, if you're in there as a tackler on the inside of the shoulder pads or on the jersey, on the nameplate, and you tackle from there, it's a penalty for horse collar.
A new lease on life for the Argos. That guy doesn't like it. 2 thumbs down. First and 10 from the 52. Bombers sent 4. Kelly feeling it, drops it off. Found his running back Hicks. And he'll get about 5 on that play.
Well, let's take a look. Chad Kelly, let's take another look at it. Chad Kelly thought immediately that this may be the call. I think he looked at that, he thought it might have been his face mask, but yeah, I don't think there's any question that's a horse collar. I mean, the argument from the Bombers' perspective is that it started at the front of his pad and then twisted around to the side and then the back.
Toronto needs 6 more. Kelly dumps it over the top. Cannot find Sam Hicks. Even when they're just sending 4, defensively the Bombers are disrupting that pocket for Kelly.
No question. In this fourth quarter, in the last couple of drives, first of all, there were 5 2-and-outs by Toronto early on in the half. Then they got things going with that long drive after a turnover. But other than that, yeah, this defensive line with just 4 rushers, pass rushers. Of course, one of them is Willie Jefferson. So there's that. But just 4 pass rushers, getting them off schedule.
3rd and 6. They'll go for it down 15. Midfield. Kelly gets this one away. Defender slips. Coxie's got it. Trying to get away, but he's got enough for a Toronto first down. Late flag here. Well beyond the end of the play.
Little one-on-one with Major Williams, the short side corner. First time that Chad Kelly had a chance to let it go. Now, there's a flag on the play. And let's take a look one more time at the route.
Coxie slapped him on the helmet as he was getting up. Undisciplined. And that changes things, doesn't it?
Major foul, disqualification. Toronto number 86. We're going to go back 25 yards. It's going to be first down.
Wow. And that will do it for Coxie. I feel like we've seen worse.
Yeah,
as far as disqualifications go.
And he doesn't have a previous in this game. If you get 2 in a game, that could cause you to get thrown out. But they are cracking down on any slap to the head, punch to the head, anything like that.
And an open hand?
Open hand to the head is the same thing as a punch to the head. As far as the rules go, you're out.
All right, so the open hand slap, you're out. No matter how vicious it is. Coxie giving it to the crowd. How about this? They wave bye-bye to Coxie. It will be a Toronto first down.
Yeah, because
first and 10 on the 48.
Sorry, because first down was gained. Play was after the whistle. Disqualification.
Kelly in trouble. Kelly's there, and he's got him.
Oh, man.
He timed that perfectly. I thought he moved a little early even. But Willie gets there.
Willie off the edge. Watch the handwork. Watch how quickly he gets up the field and how he's swatting those hands away. Swim move, and with the left hand pushing that tackle forward. So he's got a chance to either not only get his hands out of there so he can't be blocked, but also get a little more momentum and speed to Chad Kelly.
Second sack of the game for Big Willie. Second and a lot. Willie did move fast this time. Moved too early. Down the field, far side, dropping it in there. And that's Ungerer. Will be enough for a first down.
Defensive offside, Winnipeg number 5. Penalty is declined. First down, Toronto.
He was too fired up, Suits.
Yeah. He's got a couple looking for the hat trick. Just got a little bit ahead of the snap there and then kept going, hoping no one would notice. Ungerer is going to come back, get to the marker, get that extra little push on Williams.
Less than 5 minutes to go. Right over the middle. Vital, short pickup. That'll get them just inside the Winnipeg 45. You need 15. No time to waste here for Toronto. 4.5 to play. 3 options out to the wide side right here for Kelly. Finds one of them. Vital again. And he's got a first down. And a fresh set here for Toronto as they march on.
Well, Jordan Younger's been having so much success with 4-man pressure and playing zone behind it that he does it again, but he gives Vital just a little bit too much room in between those linebackers. As a 3 deep cover 3 with 4-man pressure. And Kelly found the soft spot.
Kelly quickly calling things out here. Looks to his left. Wants to go to his left. Has to settle underneath. He's got Ungerer who pushes it ahead. It's a first down at the Winnipeg 25.
Take a look at the defense that Kelly is facing. It looks like it's supposed to be a cover 3 like they've been running with 3 deep defenders, but they're going to rob the dig route. Kelly wants something in the middle here. He doesn't have it.
Timeout.
Like
Toronto.
that one because of the robber. So instead of playing true 3 deep in your back end, you have that robber playing on the dig routes or any deep benders into the middle. That's what Chad Kelly wanted. Didn't have it. I think it was Jake Kelly that was back there playing that spot at that moment. But real nice defensive play calling.
Toronto calling it timeout here. Chad Kelly, 20 of 31, 273 yards and a touchdown.
Use it or lose it before the 3-minute warning.
Kelly has a man open. Vital, can he do something with it? He'll be close. They'll give him the first down. They've got him activated on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, the Argos would love to score major here before the 3-minute warning. Get the break and don't even have to consider an onside kick. They're going to have 2 or 3 possessions in that final 3 minutes.
Clock ticks down towards 3. Bombers send 5. Right over the middle. Touchdown, Toronto. They're not finished yet. Mackay Polk's got one.
Coming from the right of your screen, look at Mackay Polk attacking the deep zone defender and then just bending it in. No robber in the middle, and Chad Kelly takes it.
Polk's got himself a 100-yard game. That's his 4th touchdown of the season. Toronto will bring out Haralahu to make it an 8-point game. And he puts it home with 3 minutes on the clock. It's 29-21 in favor of the Bombers. It's a 12-play, 67-yard drive. Took over 5 minutes on an emotional night here at Princess Auto Stadium. Don't go anywhere. A finish of Friday Night Football coming up next on TSN. Good night.
Now this looks like Dedrick Nichols again, that's having a bit of a nightmare tonight from that defensive backfield for the Bombers. But I'm going to put a little bit of this on the linebacker here in the drop, just being a little shallow. That's Kyrie Wilson, who's a veteran player. If he gets a little more depth here, that bender route is a little tougher to complete. The window is tighter. But because he was a little too close to the line of scrimmage, Wilson, Polk was able to just bend inside of Dedrick Nichols.
6th career 100-yard game for Mackay Polk. This time they'll kick it away from Babel. Good decision. Verzijk brings it back out to the 40. And Drew Brown will have the ball when we return with a chance to seal it away. Kelly keeping things interesting, but the Bombers lead by 8 with 2:55 on the clock. Eastern 4 Pacific. To watch it live on TSN. Battle of the Philpott boys. Should be exciting. Nice.
Vernon Adams throwing a left-handed touchdown. One of his 5.
6. That was his 6th one. Left-hand one was his 6th one. And then he ran one in. Ridiculous night.
Oh, right. He did have 7.
Yeah, yeah. Here's Brown. What a spot he's in. He'll hand it off to Brady Oliveira. He'll get a couple of yards. And it'll be a big 2nd down here with 2:49 on the clock.
Now, all game long in this situation, Tommy Condell has gone with an empty set, trying to get those slants over the middle and try to isolate the linebacking core for the Argos. Now it takes sort of screen out of your playbook depending on how far Brady Oliveira goes out, but you can still go bubble screen outside to Dembski and not empty.
2nd and 8 from their own 42. Deep drop here for Brown. He's going to go over the middle, and he's got it. Out to the Toronto 50. Finds Tommy Neal for a 4th time tonight. None bigger than that one.
Yeah, That's a big throw. That's a big throw with the pressure on. Tommy Condell says, nope, we're going to leave the back in for protection. Little help there. And on his back foot, Drew Brown hits the bender to Tommy Neal. Watch the emotion here. Yeah. I still got some game.
That's about as fired up as you'll see Drew Brown get. He's one of the most chill dudes of all time.
Yeah, you can tell by his halftime interview.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about the offense.
Well, he knows that they worked their way towards field goal range, and field goal seals this thing.
No, yeah, no question.
Right, so.
And grind the clock. So you can go back to the run now on first down. But a quick 2-and-out there. Chad Kelly in a one-possession game. He needs a 2-point convert, but still just one possession. Gets the ball back. That's a biggie.
That is Kongbo once again. We saw something similar in the first half of the game tonight.
Yeah, I think it's the heat, a little bit of heat in here.
That'll do it to you, eh?
Yeah, cramping up a little bit.
28 degrees at kickoff tonight. Felt like 34. It's cooled down a little bit, obviously, as the sun got down, but it's a warm one.
Especially for the big guys that are in those car wrecks every single down on the offensive and defensive line.
That adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's about 30 or 40 of those every game.
It'll be a fresh set of downs for Brown and the Bombers on the Toronto 48. Brady Oliveira stands in behind, waiting for this ball. For sure, they'll give it to him. Takes heavy contact, pushes it ahead for a pickup of about 3 yards. It'll be second and mid for Winnipeg once more.
So technically field goal range right now. However, I think Michael O'Shea would like one more first down to make it a little more comfortable with Janarian Grant, who's back in the game in case it goes wide.
That would be a scary thought as well. Sergio's already hit a couple from outside 50 tonight, but you'd like something a little bit easier if you're Winnipeg. Toronto has other ideas. They've got 6 on the line, now 7. They're going to try to send everybody. They'll get it out to Wilson on the far side. Toronto tries to get there, and they will stop him short at the 40. Castillo heads onto the field.
But that helps. But that play alone helps. That's excellent play calling from Tommy Condell. Let's not worry about a deep, dangerous throw to try and get a first down. Get our field goal kicker just a little bit closer. He'll feel more comfortable. We get that extra 3 points, and it's really now a 2-possession game and game over.
Sergio Castillo has made 5 tonight. This would tie his career high of 6. He's done that 3 times. 49-yard attempt from just inside the left hash. Janarian Grant waits in the distance. Low snap, that is up, and it is wide, but Grant misses it, and it'll bounce to the back of the end zone. Janarian Grant trying to escape. He will not. Winnipeg down the field, covers it well.
So he played it so it's a single no matter what, and he gets tackled in the end zone. So yeah, it's a single point miss, but Janarian Grant, you know what he can do with the ball in his hands. Now, he was nicked up earlier in the game, so don't know if he's still nursing that injury a little bit, trying to just gut it out. But they had a return set up.
Did he just not get there, or did he miss it? Let's get another look at this.
First of all, it looked like it was going to make it early in the kick, and then it sort of faded to the left. Yeah, he just hesitated getting underneath it. I don't think there's any question he touched it, though, as it went through his hands. Either way, he got tackled in the end zone. It's a single.
And it is a 9-point game. Like the leagues,
they were gonna check to see if he did touch it, but it didn't matter. It was irrelevant because he got tackled in the end zone after the play went through his hand. The ball went through his hand.
Found Hicks, but he's got nowhere to go. Reese will track him down from behind. And it's been a long night for Chad Kelly.
So the decision now by Janarian Grant, if he lets that go and it goes out, they get it on the 40, no point awarded, still a one-possession game. But this is the decision that Michael O'Shea told us about. When you have returners like this, you want them to field the football.
Now they were looking for Grant, who remains in the game on offense because Coxie was ejected earlier in the quarter.
But now it's a two-possession game, and that's how important that point was. So you don't fault him for wanting to play it and try and run it out like Vavel did earlier. But at the same time, if he doesn't touch it and lets it go out the back, if it does, because maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure it would have anyway.
Maybe it rolls around back there and he has to pick it up and concede the single anyway. But that's part of the rule changes, and the coaches are working through it this year.
3rd and 13. Right over the middle, and it's hauled in down at the 50. Polk's had himself a game, and he got to that one before Nichols could make a play on him.
Little limp from Chad Kelly.
That completion puts Kelly over 300 yards again. He's at 320.
Oh, that's why.
Couple of touchdowns. No interceptions, but did have a fumble. All right, so they're going to go for the field goal.
Try to save some time.
This is deep, midfield, smack dab on the nose. Argonauts puts it up, and that is going to miss to the right.
He's going to do it again.
Here he is, Vavel again. Does he have another one for good measure? Not this time. They'll wrap him up and take him down, and Winnipeg will improve to 3-2 on the year.
Now, and that's a good decision by Vavel, because I know we're all as fans sitting here going, hey, he might get another.
Yeah.
But ball security in this scenario with a two-possession lead, more important than trying to break another one. Boy, it was a tall hill to climb anyway for the Argos. They would have needed that field goal, an onside kick.
It was asking a lot anyway.
A two-point convert if they score a major. And Drew Brown. I think Drew Brown's got some game left in him.
Victory formation for Drew Brown, who comes in here tonight. 31 pass attempts, just 6 incompletions, 339 yards, had the touchdown. The one interception that he would probably want back.
Hey, it's never perfect. It is. In fact, I don't even like the word. I don't think the word should exist because there's no such thing. But yeah, that one mistake to Amos. But other than that, what a great night for Drew Brown.
Everything that he's been through, new coach, Jake Mayer comes in, you lose your job, you get traded, you come here, Zach gets hurt, you get an opportunity, and you make the most of it.
And lead the Bombers to their first home win of the 2026 campaign.
They had not lost 3 in a row at home since 2016. That doesn't change tonight. Winnipeg comes out on top as Drew Brown fills in admirably for the injured Zach Collaros. And Toronto has now dropped a couple in a row, find themselves 2-3 out in the East. And the high-flying Argos offense stymied tonight by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers on Friday Night Football at Princess Auto Stadium. What a story being written tonight by Drew Brown. Back in his old stomping grounds, and it's actually his first career start at this stadium. And he comes away with the victory. 30-21 the final. That'll do it for Friday Night Football. We've got Sports Center on the way next. Wes Chang, Mark Rowe, good night from Winnipeg.